Hi guys, welcome to your reading this week. So I'm just doing a little pre-recorded introduction of what the basis of this week's readings are, so I don't have to repeat myself in in all 12 zodiacs. So we're going to do this week, it's called Your Positive Boomerang. So I want to give you, just tell you how I came up with this reading concept. So you don't just go, oh, Cindy, she's talking about exes or anything. No. So the positive boomerang is something that actually happened for me twice in just the past week. And they're two really different avenues of life. And I thought this almost feels kind of symbolic in some way. So the first one was a missing pancake mix. So my son loves a certain type of pancake mix. And about, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 months into the start of the pandemic here in North America, when it all we went into the first lockdowns and that, I couldn't get it anymore and I couldn't find it. And it was just such a significant thing because I used to make him this mix all the time and it was just kind of lost. So it was almost like a piece of nostalgia even that was just gone. And then I found the pancake mix last week and I couldn't believe it. Like, wow. So he was so excited and we started making these pancakes again. And I thought, wow, that came back. And then another way that you can look at the boomerang. So it is something that could be lost, something that you couldn't find anymore, something got taken away, and suddenly it's back in your life again. Like, oh, wow, that's really cool. So the other way the boomerang can come through is, actually, it's funny, it's also something to do with my son. So maybe about, again, 3, 4, maybe 5 months into the pandemic, it was just after, at least here where I am in Canada, you couldn't even get into the dentists. But then they opened it up for a little bit if you had emergencies, and he had a cavity that was actually forming in his tooth for 3 or 4 months or whatever. And it was a horrible experience actually at a child's dentist of all places, where they tried to force his mouth closed with the thing in it. It was horrible. It was really horrible. It traumatized both him and I. I stopped going there, but it caused for him a fear of going to the dentist, and totally reasonable fear to have after what he'd been through. And he was starting to choke, and it was terrible what they did. And anyways, so I actually started taking him to my dentist, and I explained to them everything that he had been through. We need to build some trust here. So they've been doing that with him for the last couple of years, and it's been going really well. And so he hasn't had a dental x-ray in 2.5 years because he couldn't handle the thing in his mouth and he was terrified about his last experience with it. He got a dental x-ray last week and I was like, oh my God. It just was this overwhelming feeling of getting past this huge hurdle that I thought this is going to be a big thing because he needs to do these periodically, and I know he's going to need orthodontic work. It would get he would freak out if they were putting things in his mouth to clean his teeth. And so it's kind of it felt to me, wow, this is so symbolic, these two big things. The pancake mix, so big, Cindy, but it was, that have kind of come to a head or returned, or at least you feel you've surmounted the initial aspect of something that was kind of maybe very large in your life at the time. So that's the basis of the boomerang, the positive boomerang readings that I'm going to do this week. So I'm going to look at the area of your life that this could be about, what this symbolizes, what is the purpose too, and why is the boomerang taking place? What's going to be happening? What's the whole point of the boomerang taking place? It could just be to make pancakes again together, or it could be that now you don't have to worry so much about an event that occurred in the past. That's kind of finished. You've gotten through it. So that's what we're going to do with these readings this week, and that's what the boomerang is all about, guys. Hello, Leo. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. It's boomerang time, my friend. So I'm going to use the Energy Oracle deck. Oh, Thinking Man. I like that. Door to Spirit. So it's almost like the things that your intuition is telling you, what your guides might be communicating to you, thinking about these things. And then as the underlying, we have the Empress, thinking about abundance, thinking about growth, could be thinking about your family, somebody significant to you. I'm going to use the the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot. And then I have this new one with the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. This new one is just the Witch's Tarot. It's teeny tiny. It's kind of interesting. It has like such new, unique messages that I've never dived into before. So it's interesting. All right, let's just get into it, right? You've already been sitting waiting if you sat through the intro. You're so patient. Thank you so much, Pussycat Nation. All right, what is the area of your life that this positive boomerang centers around? Oh, I'm sorry, am I too loud? Bye. What this symbolizes, the positive boomerang coming around for you. Why is this boomerang taking place? All right, Leo. Area of your life that this positive boomerang is around. Wow, do you see how that like jumped and it landed right there? First chakra, but I'm not quite ready. So it could have something to do with your stability, something that you maybe have felt stuck in, or if you haven't felt very grounded. All right, I'm ready. Area of your life, journey. Oh, you're going somewhere. Somewhere you've already taken a journey. So it has something to do with, could be traveling, could be moving, could be making a choice about going somewhere, could be taking a leap of faith. Because I always get that too with this card. It just reminds me of the Fool, like ready to kind of jump off the bridge and just see what happens. Well, that's it. That's a sense of adventure. So this is the area of your life. I feel like it has some sort of adventure linked to it. It could have some sense of which way to go right now too. Okay. What the symbolism, wow, the symbolism is something to do with perhaps feeling stuck. Funny how that came out, right? If the card really wants to be there, it'll come back into the reading. So the symbolism of this feels like to me feeling like stuck or feeling like held in place here. So this is adventure. This is the side of your life that has to do with adventure. Why is the boomerang taking place? A temple path. There's something here for you to unravel in your life, to discover, to go on a journey that you haven't found yet. So it's interesting. Ooh, I like that. You have the third chakra at the bottom. There might be a bit of confidence needed to take this, to go in this direction, to do this journey. But I do feel like it's also something that's meant to build your confidence as well. This is interesting. This energy feels very different from everything else I've picked up on so far. All right, more about this area of Leo's life that this positive boomerang is about. Could be a trip too, like that you wanted to take a while back and you never did it. Could be something that you wanted to do a while back and you never did it. And I feel like you never did it. It might have had something to do with confidence. And I feel like this confidence is centered around not doing something. It almost like starts to shift you in a way. It also feels like this is the time. Like I feel like the temple path shows up when, I mean, it's the right timing, when these things are kind of governed by the divine. It's the timing for you to do something. That's why a positive boomerang will be taking place in your life, sort of divinely guided. Wow. I love the symbolisms have been really interesting this week. Okay, the first thing I'm going to say here for why this boomerang is taking place, there's something that you're going to get kind of like a lot of attention in. Something that happens really quickly and unexpected. And it's sort of like you just feel like you're kind of the focus of attention suddenly, but this closes something off for you to open up a new cycle, and the new cycle is the temple path. It's almost like the temple path is connected with the closing of something, but also the opening. It's almost as if the divine energy surrounds some sort of closure so that you can start opening and going somewhere. The Hierophant is at the bottom. I'm kind of getting with that too, with the third chakra. The confidence, kind of knowing your place in society, the confidence of knowing your place in your community, and I don't mean like know your place and stay there. This is just like knowing what you have to offer and how you can really utilize that in your life, and how you can grow on that, and how you can share it. Yeah, and this commitment that you have to that. This could also be, I want to say, I always feel like stronger commitments with the Hierophant. So with the third chakra, it's like a stronger commitment to doing things that serve your confidence, to feeling more confident about where it is you're going, what you want to do, being the initiator in your life to do it as well. So the area of your life, I feel, you have the Five of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. I feel like there's, it's something about some kind of a journey, right? So it's either a long-term trip. It could be, I feel like it's something more than a journey of the mind. I mean, there is the journey of the mind, and the journey of the heart is going to come up in this reading later on. But it's more than that. And it feels like actually wanting to go and do something, but not being able to do it. And it's almost like there's certain rules written that dictates that you can't. And I feel like some of these rules are connected to money somehow. It's really funny how money has been, your reading is very different from the other ones that I've done so far in this topic, but money keeps coming up as like a significant factor. And it's just funny that that would be happening, right? Because I know like things are really different right now in terms of economies worldwide. But what's funny is almost feels like this is something from before. This is an area of your life where I want to say you found disappointment in some sort of rules or really strict ideas or protocols. If you've been involved in things in the past, like I also get like these two for me, if I have these two cards come together, this feels like really strict, like laws and regulations. So there could have been something in your life that you were dealing with in terms of being confined or restricted by strict laws and regulations in some fashion here. Because opening up, like why is this taking place? Because there's a deeper spiritual path here for you to find and for you to take and for you to open up and explore. So it goes kind of beyond the idea as well. Just feels very patriarchal, like just a kind of a one mindset in terms of what's good for everyone and what everyone should do with this energy as well. So it kind of feels like you may have been pigeonholed in the past. I'm not sure. I don't know if this is like a complete change in direction for you. And that's kind of like the boomerang. It's just closing something off so something can open. It feels a bit like that with your reading. It's closing something off so that something can open. But in it, that's a bit kind of like my son's dental story. To move forward in a fashion that you couldn't do before because it was something that was kind of, uncomfortable about it. So I'm really getting that here. Like with these two cards on either side of the King of Swords, it honestly just feels like, it's just really disappointing. And I just got to kind of keep my balance day to day here and save my money. And it doesn't feel like you have room to grow. That's what that is. It doesn't feel like you have room to grow. So this is the area of your life where you haven't had room to grow. And that's the journey here. And it does feel like it's connected to some sort of like rules and regulations, very patriarchal kind of thinking, very strict, stringent thoughts and rules here. That just keeps coming up. So I don't know why that is so prevalent. But it's almost like you're going on the opposite end here with the temple path. But to get there, it's as if, I don't know. I want to look at what this is. Because, the Six of Wands can often be about success too. But there's something about this that feels suddenly the attention is cast upon you. And it's, why? Is it because of something that you choose to do? Do you choose to do something that's different where you've never done it before? It's almost like you're breaking through something to release the boomerang, to allow some sort of cycle to move forward. It's a little bit too it's not the same story, but the energy is similar to Taurus. It was like, you're the boomerang, Taurus, but your boomerang got caught up in the tree branches, right? So you haven't been able to move in your cycles. It's a little bit like that for you too. Okay. What this symbolizes, the first chakra. So honestly, it could have something to do with your sexuality. It definitely has something to do with how grounded you feel in your life, how stable you feel in your life. It's the symbolism of stability. It's a symbolism of foundation. And you have the Three of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and Judgment. When I first pulled these cards out, I got this really strong message about kind of like the transformation and alchemization of the base metals within your blood and your body, right? Like we're all full, we're made up of water and vitamins and minerals and proteins and fats and lipids and corpuscles. So it's a weird message, right? But there's something here, because then these base metals become something physical outside of you, which is really interesting. I've never had a message anything like that before. So I want to also say that there's something related here to blood work. The base metals within your body, I would imagine, because I feel like iron is something, right, that's in your blood. Are there other metals that are in your blood? I was kind of like downloading at this point with that, but there's something symbolic here of the base metals within you and alchemizing those into new experiences, and then that becomes a truth. So it also feels like something too, like getting control of blood sugar levels. I know this is supposed to be the symbolic point here, but it's almost like you are, like, it's kind of like not to forget with these two cards that you are the basis of all existence within your experience. So you are the basis of all existence within your experience. And if the universe going on, like even chemically and physically inside your body, because it is like a small universe, there's all sorts of things that live inside us and on us, like we are our own ecosystem in itself. That your ecosystem is, the symbolism is getting it balanced and getting it grounded. So I do feel like there's a physical health element that plays into this too, with that Three of Swords and the base metals into the Ace of Pentacles, and then Judgment rising up. Oh yeah, so now why the boomerang is taking place. Okay, I feel like now I get it. It is sort of like my son's dental story. It is like something happened here. I feel like something happened quite quickly and suddenly, and you immediately kind of felt like the center of attention. And whether that's something that you did in terms of closing something off, maybe you did something very unexpected, or it's just like something happens fast, everybody's focused on you, and that's a conclusion. But it's as if why is the boomerang taking place? Because you did that. And now I read those cards in terms of things move quickly for you. You find success. You create major cycles that you will take to their completion here. What were you doing? What did you do? Let me see. You know, it kind of has that feeling too because it's related to the temple path. Like you just wake up one morning, you hand in your resignation. You just wake up one morning, you pack all your bags and you leave. Right? That would garner a lot of attention, I would imagine. I guess kind of, but it's about because this path awaits me and you feel it. I really, from actually the start of this reading, I started seeing, what's her name? Julia Roberts. And her character in Eat, Pray, Love. I started seeing that right away in this. And you can kind of see it, right? Like she took a journey sort of like that. Like she's just suddenly like, no, I can't do this. I'm not doing this. I gotta go. Like, why? What's going on with you? Like, you know, that causes a lot of reaction. It causes a lot of attention. Maybe it does cause tension. People calling like, what's going on? I don't understand. But it does have that feeling, right? And it is like I need to ground myself. I'm not confident in these choices, these commitments that I'm making in my life. Where am I going? What am I doing? But it honestly feels like that was the moment that caused some sort of quick attention. You made a quick decision. There was quick attention. You closed off a cycle and then you're going on the temple path. So it is like almost why this is happening. I want to say some of you, I feel like you're going on an eat, pray, love journey. You're about to enter an eat, pray, love journey. Eat. I like that. Eat, pray, love. That sounds pretty good, right? That just sounds like the basis of what love should be. Eat, pray, and love again. Thank you. That was wonderful. Okay. So what did you do here? The Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands. What you did. The Knight of Pentacles. I'm going it alone. I'm doing this on my own. You just watch me. Watch me do it. That's what you did. I'm going to have to organize these because this little pile of cards, it is your past and it is also your future, but how it plays out differently. Okay, so that was, you did something. And I feel like you did something. It initiated great attention. Maybe whatever you did, like you look better. You look great in that. But there's honestly, I just want to say with the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, nobody's stopping this. And this is probably maybe a quite sudden change of direction. That would like, what's going on? So Six of Wands, why the attention? Besides the fact perhaps that it just seems very sudden. The Seven of Swords, there's got to be something else that you're doing here. There's got to be another reason. What is it? Nobody does that. The World. Oh, honey child. So I see it. There's definitely like you did something quite suddenly and it was for your own good. I'm hearing that too with the Nine of Pentacles. It was for your own good and you did it. And like people are suspicious because nobody does that. Come on, nobody goes and they do that. And you have the World twice. I told you it's like closing off a cycle because it's meant to open up the temple path, which is a longer cycle that you will take to its full, not fruition. Well, could be the cycle of all cycles for you. I don't know. It's a cycle you'll live out, maybe, you know? Okay, so, well, I don't need to ask. I feel like I can just go into this now because the World has already appeared. This could even be something you were rocking it, honey. You had success. People are like looking at you going, Leo's like really pulling that off. And then suddenly, making a big change here, everybody. I'm doing this for the good of me. That makes no sense. Why is like the Seven of Swords just feel like the attention was suspicion. What's up with that shit? The World. Where you going? What you doing? The Temple. You're gonna make magic, bitch. I can't say that. Yes, I can. I don't know where YouTube's going with this stuff. You know, I don't know. I know that there's Oh yeah, I know that there's alternates out there. Of different, but the one problem I have to have, okay, I gotta say this, and I know maybe a Leo will be okay with this, because some of the signs they get like, you shouldn't cuss, Cindy. I don't walk around the house and cuss all day, and I don't, I also don't like comedians that just, they cuss. Cuss is a word, cuss is part of the English language, right? And cussing my friends, in the right context, it has power. When you hold it back in the right context, it is taking away your power. So that's how I feel about that. But I got my Gemini and Aries are communicating back and forth. So it's part of my energy. And I feel like, you know, when you're releasing videos and you say these are not for kids, why can't you cuss the odd time in a video, you know, when it's appropriate? But I mean, YouTube's like, you can't do that now. You can't. I don't even know what you can say, to be honest. But it's getting that. How can you channel when you have to? I can't say that. I don't know. Anyways, you got it going on, biatch. You're going to make shit. You're going to, if I can say that, you're going to make good popo. What are we talking to? Are we talking to like 4-year-olds here? I don't know. You're going to make good stuff. You're manifesting. You're taking the first step you need to manifest something. Your temple path. Oh, the 9 of Swords. Did I do the right thing? Oh my God. If you're asking yourself that, you probably did. The 10 of Cups. Nice. Oh, the 4 of Cups. Oh dear. I don't know. Did I do it right? Am I doing the right thing? Have I missed an opportunity here? Oh, I feel like you were missing, because this closing off and opening up are related, right? Because they're boomerang. So I feel like you were missing stuff for you. You were missing out on things that fulfilled your soul. This is not fulfilling anybody's soul. Shit. It's not fulfilling anybody's soul. No. It's not. That don't feel good. Right? And this Hierophant card. Because this is not this particular deck. I put that one into retirement. But this is the first version of the deck that I ever bought. And the artwork is very strong. And one of the things like that I had trouble learning tarot was that, and actually this even is the symbolism of the Hierophant in itself, right? Because what I've been told, what I had read, generalizing the Hierophant, like it symbolizes our commitments to one another. It symbolizes, you know, taking divine thought and energy and making that 3-dimensional and making structures and rules and following those. This guy is very suppressive. He won't even show his face. It's like he won't even show his face. He's got a book that he won't open up for you, and he's just going to tell you what it says, and you better believe it, and you need to cow down to me. I mean, and the man, he's in red, and he has like a devil's tail, and then the woman, she's hiding her moon, but that symbolize, I don't know. I feel like with the green and how this is being portrayed, it's almost like man's inner desires. Those are evil. My book tells me that, and you don't need to look in the book, but that's what I'm telling you. Like there's something about too not showing his face here that I feel like, I guess you could look at it and say, well, it is faceless, but when something becomes faceless and generalized, it is no longer particular to the individual that it's supposed to serve. That's kind of like where YouTube's going. So yeah, I had problem. And then you have the all-seeing eye up here too, right? So I had difficulty, and he's got a whip. Oh, it'll hurt if you don't listen to what I told you to do. You gotta watch out for that Hierophant. I'm just telling you. And the Emperor and the King of Swords. The whole lot of them. Okay. So this is about reclaiming empowerment. But through the soul, through your joy, through your happiness. And I really do feel like there is the question, did I do the right thing? Yeah, probably. So, the journey, the era of your life. This is like, oh wow, you got the 6 of Swords. I love that. That is taking a journey. Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, 5 of Cups. Oh, 3 of Swords. Wow. This is like moving away from, I want to say, is everything okay, Lily? Are you okay? Is there something you need, baby? What is it? You keep coming in. Are your tummy okay? Do you need to go out? What's wrong? I don't know. She keeps coming in and out of the room. Is everything okay? We take a little minute. We take a minute for Lily. Is everything okay? Okay. Yeah. What's wrong? Did you have a bad dream or something? What's the matter? I love you. I do. I love you. Okay. Okay, what were we talking about? Queen of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Five of Cups, and the Three of Swords. This is like, okay, a journey away from somebody, a journey away from something. It could have to do with, it could be like some sort of status or business that you've built up. It could be moving away from home, even with that feeling of the Queen of Pentacles as well. Like this is a journey away from, it's a journey away from stability. There we go. And in that you find, like, I don't know why, it's as if maybe some form of stability was keeping you from seeing some sort of internal pain, how you were really disappointed about things. Like maybe you compromised yourself a little bit with some sort of stability in this. You were compromising your feelings, your emotions, how you really felt day to day. So this is like bringing that around, but it's like, right, to bring the feelings in for you. To bring the feelings in for you with the journey. The Five of Cups. Oh, the Hermit. Yeah. On your own, looking at these things really deeply. This is the area of your life. So, it's not being particular. Like it could be work, it could be family, it could be how you grew up, it could be who you committed yourself to. It could be like all sorts of things. But this, honestly, it's the energy of, so it's a part of your life where I feel like you kind of compromised your feelings here for something else. And that is actually, it was eroding your feeling of groundedness and stability, even though you thought you had it. And then when you walked away from it, it's almost like, yeah, living inside the house and not realizing the outside foundation is starting to crumble. But then when you walk out of it and you look, you go, holy crap, that thing's ready to come down. The King of Swords. Oh, the Three of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. Oh, I was like, where have I seen the Four of Pentacles? It's right beside the King of Swords. The Three of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. So you're not, there was something here about like just not growing, not receding, just being very stagnant. Something keeping you very stagnant. And it could be some sort of rules. Waiting, it could be even like waiting for some sort of rule to change, or as I say that, waiting for a ruling to change or something to happen here in your life, or somebody's rules to change, right? The Four of Wands. Honestly, it really just feels like, guys, this is about having like more fun in life. Having more fun in life. I keep looking to see if anyone else come in and interrupt me. Lily went out. Larry came in. Lily came back. Your first chakra is what this all symbolizes. Oh, there's the Ace of Pentacles. There we go. Like, and the Star. Wow. It really is. It's like clearing things out of yourself. Alchemizing your own base metals within you. But that, it feels like doing like work in terms of your health. Because it's symbolic. So how you look after yourself is how the world will kind of unfold in front of you in some way. The Three of Swords. The Ten of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups. This feels like it has the symbolism of ancestral. It could be ancestral wounds here, and how love is given. How love is shared. Something definitely here about some ancestral wounds and love, and how that can become an unstable foundation if it wasn't healthy in the first place. The Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. It's a new beginning. It symbolizes having a new beginning. I think there could be, like, for some of you, there is something new here. You have 2 Ace of Pentacles in the symbolism of here. So it does feel like to me the symbolism will actually be reproduced into something physical around you, you know, like not just some pretty words channeled out of an oracle's mouth, or it's just like there's something here that would actually be created for you. It is a physical new beginning. It is seeing things in the physical and not just feeling them or understanding them out of the ethereal. And in what you build on this, and judgment. And here you go. Ah, wow. Okay, you got the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. How you build on that is like with your emotions. A healed heart, feeling strong, confident, emotionally, and moving in this. Being like a rock, being an emotional rock, Leo. That's what the symbolism of all of this is. And it's almost like breaking down all of your, confronting all of your emotional weaknesses to break them down and rebuild them and become like an emotional rock. And I do feel like this was initiated by you doing something unexpected. The 3rd chakra. The 6 of Pentacles and the Empress. Definitely having enough here to give. Having enough to give, having enough to take. And making abundance. Making the best of what you have. What you have, what you can give. Giving the best of what you have to give. The Hierophant. Ooh, the 5 of Pentacles. I told you. God. Yeah, and the 2, they're going to pass that plate around and they want you to give as much as you can of your money, right? Give it to us. Give it to us. Their own freaking country, for God's sakes, full of gold and things. Anyway, so we have the Moon. The Moon. Your intuition. Moon cycles could actually be important to you. There could be something significant. Are we in a full Leo moon now? I'm trying. Is it Virgo or Leo? We're in a full moon. I think it's you. I might be wrong. I have been before on that shit. Just tell you. I'm going to go do the extended, Leo. And the extended, I'm going to use the Kippa deck. And I'm going to see what other positive boomerangs. Puma. So maybe that has something to do with leaping, jumping, Puma. Other positive boomerangs are coming for you. Until next time, Leo, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.